What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back. This is your girl, Blue Nola, back in the building with another reading. We're going to do Chrisean today and Blueface. Child, I feel like it's been time. It's overtime. It's due time. We need to do a reading on this couple to see what's going to happen, right? They were just hugged up last week. He was kissing her stomach about a week ago. And now they're in this place of dysfunction once again. And this time it's about the baby. Chrisean just had the baby Chrisean Malone. Congratulations, Chrisean. And her and Blueface have been added about the baby. She basically, people were questioning Blueface as to why he didn't attend. Chrisean put out a statement about she really didn't invite him. And then she cleared it up today to say that, she provided some receipts saying that she left it open to him. But when he didn't take the offer, she just kind of closed it down, right? Regardless of that fact, he has taken to social media 2 times already to threaten to take her child from her, right? He even made a statement in here about the child being tested for drugs. I'm like, the child being tested for drugs? Okay, so we're going to jump into this reading and see what's going on. So Chrisean seems to believe that this is all about the situation with little baby, right? She went to the restaurant. Well, we did a reading about the little baby situation. It's here on the channel. I'll attach it in the description box in the comment section. But she claims, that he's upset about the little baby situation. I want to see what's the real issue, right? Why is Blueface behaving in this manner, right? We talked about this on Instagram, but we're going to go ahead and do it right here on YouTube for right now. So is it really the baby situation? Is it really the little baby situation? Or what's going on? Now, she did also say that he wanted her money again, right? Remember, I told y'all in the last reading that I did for Chrisean, she wasn't going to be willing to bend for him and give him back control of her money. And that was going to be a problem. This just literally played out. Literally, right? So let's look into the cards to see if little baby is really the issue and what is the issue. And why hasn't he actually gone to see his son? A man who wants to see his son, you can't let nobody stop you from seeing your son, right? I would be at the airport telling somebody come pick me up. I would be going to every hospital in the city and the surrounding area, right, to go see where my son is, right? So what's going on? Why is he not he's doing a lot of talking, but he's not doing a lot of doing as it relates to his child, right? He hasn't purchased a ticket. He hasn't purchased a flight. He hasn't taken to his car. He hasn't done anything but get onto social media to create hoopla around the baby. So let's look into the messages and see, she seems to believe this is all about little baby. What's really going on? So Spirit, give me the energy, please, around Jonathan Porter, Blueface, and Chrisean Malone and their baby. What's the energy around the little baby situation? Is that the real reason he's not taken to seeing Chrisean? What's the real reason that Blueface has not made any effort to see the baby yet, to connect towards the baby, to actually take a flight, drive? What's the energy around that? Give me the energy around Blueface, and why isn't he really taken to seeing the baby? Why has he yet to actually go out his way to take a flight? Nobody can tell you not to see your child. Like they got men that'll put you in, get you in so much trouble behind that. But he has the 9 of Cups, the Page of Wands. He has the Fool card, right? He has the Knight of Wands. He has the Empress. And he has in his messages the the King of Pentacles, along with the Strength card and along with the 2 of Swords, right? So let me just start off by saying this has a lot to do with Jaden, right? Sometimes Carlissa be getting on our nerves. I do understand it. And I feel like, I wish she would go find some business to talk about. But when Carlissa, remember the part of Carlissa was saying about Jaden? This is what it's all about, right? A lot of it has to do with the financial part of it. Let's start there too, right? Her not giving him control of her money because the King of Pentacles is here. So he's not able to control her money. But this also has a lot to do with it affecting his home life with Jaden. Blueface has decided in his 9 of Cups and his Fool card to start a new beginning there, even though he's conflicted, right? That 9 of Cups is him deciding, okay, I want to try to put my family back together. That Fool card, of course, is a new beginning to that. But inside of that, there's conflict. He's divided. This is what this represents. So he's doing his thing, trying to do, the Huxtables, and, he's putting his family back together. This is what he's trying to do. It's on the strength of the Empress that he's dealing with, right? The Empress is Jade and Alexis. This is him not trying to affect or rock the boat with Jade and Alexis and trying to save her feelings. Because if you actually look at her Strength card and her Two of Swords, this represents a person who has some insecurity or some fear or some doubt about what's happening with his relationship with this is related to Jade and Alexis. Also, that Two of Swords here, that Two of Swords represents they've been going through a lot of stress behind it. So I am going to put on the table today, him not dealing with the baby is two things. Him not dealing with the baby has a lot to do with, first of all, the first thing that comes up is Jade and Alexis. And the second thing that comes up is the financial part of it, right? I have been saying this for a long time, and I know y'all hate me saying this. He doesn't love Chrisean unconditionally. He never has, right? It's always been with conditions. If you do this, then I'll love you, right? She said that today in her live stream, which was, we're going to get the house, but fork over the money, right? This is the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who wants something, right? From her. So this is a twofold situation. So again, even though we cannot stand Carlissa, right? Carlissa's going to burn out eventually. I see it coming, right? She gets antsy. She got to make up stuff. She went on with the cousin situation, which we're going to confirm here today. But she'll eventually burn out as well, right? She'll be just like Tokyo Tony. Every now and then come in with some foolishness. Everybody get a laugh and laugh at her and then go on about their business. But this has a lot to do with him trying to put his family back together and not trying to affect this lady that's here, but he's conflicted about it. This also has a lot to do with the financial aspect. So it's two things. So I know Chrisean sometimes tries to downplay his relationship with Jade and Alexis. He's very much so in his bag and his energy about Jade and Alexis right now. All right. That fear card could be him feeling like he feels she was pulling away. He feels she was acting differently. They've been fighting about it. I noticed her fingers were bloodied. Her arms were bloody. Jade and Alexis, they could have been going through it about the baby, right? Or about what's about to happen. So for me, he's trying to stabilize it. Another thing that Blueface is doing, in his Nine of Cups energy, that Nine of Cups is trying to put the other kids in front of Chrisean's baby, right? So what that means is this. If you've been paying attention to him, he's been strategically putting his children, good or bad, in front of the camera. This is in an effort to put his children out on social media before the baby came, right? In order to kind of push them in front of the baby. The problem is it just didn't work. It fell flat. And every time he's on social media with the kids, is always some situation. I really feel like kids should be off social media, my personal opinion, because people are going to find fault with it, right? Oh, the diaper's this, and, the kid is over here, and y'all are not paying attention to the kid, which is all true to some degree. So, this is what it looks like. It's two things. It's his loyalty to Jade and Alexis, him being fearful about what's the future between them, him trying to hold on to that relationship, regardless of what we think about him, her, and their connection, and what they, his passion for Chrisean and his connection for Jade and Alexis. At the end of the day, he's concerned about Jade and Alexis. And we've been kind of already saying that, in the other videos, and we said that on Instagram and on our Instagram chats. His concern is Jade and Alexis. The problem is that he's conflicted, right? Let me say this too. All of this stuff to me feels temporary. His home life with Jade and Alexis will be affected regardless, because at the end of the day, a baby is still here. At the end of the day, it's still going to cause conflict. This is home conflicts coming, right? And things like that. Now, he was saying something about, that's what he would, so this is one of the reasons why, so this is like, to me, two of the reasons why, outside of the fact that obviously we talked about he wants to control Chrisean. This is why he is that. So I don't feel, did you notice there were no male cards in there? Did you notice little baby probably really isn't the issue? He's using the little baby thing to make an issue, right? So if you looked at his cards, you didn't see a whole lot of male energy. You didn't see a lot of Knight of Pentacles, a lot of, a lot of other cards that would represent another man of interest being there, right? So just know, as an Aquarius, on the dark side of Aquarius, you got to watch them, guys, because what they'll do is they'll try to use a person, a thing, a situation. They'll try to weaponize it against you. Little baby's being used as a weapon in this situation. He knows there's really nothing happening there, right? Let's confirm the little baby situation. Give me the energy around Chrisean Rock and little baby. Is Blueface really concerned about her connection with Lil Baby? We're going to pick all this up because some of the same cards flew out on top. Is Blueface really concerned about Lil Baby? What's the real energy around Lil Baby? Why is he using Baby as a Lil Baby as the catalyst for all of this? And again, this is because he's trying to create separation with Chrisean in order to appease his home life with Jaden. Chariot is separation, right? Chariot is disharmony. Chariot is a fear to commit. So he's creating the diversion to be in his home life with Jaden. So Lil Baby is just being used. Unfortunately, Lil Baby probably like, why I'm in it? Like, why? You know, shit, what the hell going on? Why I'm in it? Now, Chrisean is not helping the situation by going to Lil Baby's restaurant. You could have went anywhere, child. You know, I'm going to keep it real. You know how I am over here. We ain't about to sit here and always be Team Chrisean. Because to me, that just added fuel to the fire. She can go where she want to go, but you already know the deal and the drill. You know he did have a problem with it, and he was using it for a clout. But at the end of the day, he's using this situation. He's using a Lil Baby thing to create division and separation in order to appease his home life with Jaden and Alexis. Again, he will be affected with Jaden regardless at some point. But this is what that looks like, right? So again, separation with Chrisean in order to appease his home life. Notice this little son is here in front of this woman, right? This is the focus. So this is what it looks like to me. So even though, again, we don't like Carlos all the time, I feel like she is like the worst clout chasing person I've ever seen on social media as a grown-up. But it is what it is. So let's ask this question. So we've established that it's about Jaden and Alexis. We've established that he really isn't, like, is he really interested in seeing his child? Because right now he's giving me deadbeat vibes, but he's kind of like diverting everybody by using all this other stuff because has he made any effort to see the child spirit? Give me the energy around Blueface. Has he actually like looked into taking a trip, going and see the baby? Has he made any real moves around going to see the baby? And that's a no. The 9 of Wands is in reverse. That talks about no, right? The 6 of Pentacles is no. My hands are off. And then the 9 of Swords is also no. Again, he's worried about the ripple effect that it could have, him going into that situation. And the 5 of Pentacles. Let me say this too. Even though Chrisean said she wouldn't, it's best for Chrisean to lawyer up and put some things into place for her baby. Because that 5 of Pentacles could represent like some stuff going sideways. So if I were Chrisean, I would definitely, because this person, Blueface here, he's unstable, I would definitely put into position, like, see how this woman is protecting this child on this picture? She's clinging on to this child. I would literally even if you didn't do child support initially, I would literally put something legally in place on Blueface. Let me say this too. Blueface is worrying about Chrisean and the baby. Blueface need to be worrying about that murder. He's about to be convicted for the attempted murder charge? Blueface, you are not going to get custody of Chrisean's baby. You have the 9 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. If anything, the judge will probably be laughing you out of there and giving her child support, because what you have here is no judge in their right mind with your history and your record and all that's on YouTube and social media will give you the baby. That 9 of Wands is the judge saying hell to the no. You will not be getting this baby, right? That would be an obstacle for you. And then even in that 9 of 6 of Pentacles, if you looked at it from that perspective, that represents them saying we have to really, you need supervised visitations because of the antics you be doing. And even on your 9 of Swords, they wouldn't trust you. That 9 of Swords could represent even them, the system saying that there needs to be some checks and balances. I don't feel like Blueface could get custody of the baby. I have written some stuff down as it relates to Blueface, even before I dealt this. When you look at his situation, right, in his personal life, let's start with the fact that he was co-signing Chrisean smoking weed, right, when she was pregnant. Even when they were on that second to last episode, she was sitting directly in between his legs smoking weed. So he was co-signing all of that, right? Number one. He put out a tweet co-signing it as well. The second thing is that Blueface in his own home life with his children with Jade and Alexis, no disrespect, But there have been some things that I've seen, and we talked about it on our last podcast, that I felt was out of line. That Nine of Swords is, somebody could think is, we need to be careful about placing a newborn baby in their situation. It would be hard for you to get a judge to give you that baby. In Blueface's lives with his children, there are questions about sexuality. There's been one video in particular where women are naked, half naked, well, basically 90% naked. And he's asking his son to come see the booties. And he's basically, there's a child sitting on the sofa watching a woman actually twerk with her butt out. Jade and Alexis has been on multiple videos intoxicated. Jade and Alexis, I have a video on my Instagram where her fingers are bruised, her arms are bruised, completely intoxicated out of her mind. So y'all are not looking like swiffy, diffy parents over there either. You got an attempted murder charge that you're coming up on the sentencing in October. Javon is online, grabbing his privacies as a little kid and sticking his tongue out. Javon is taking pictures of his pee-pee and putting it in the phone. Javon literally said that his mom is being mean to him online. I mean, y'all, the list could go on. If somebody sat down and compiled a list of things that we've been seeing on social media from Blueface and Jade and Alexis, the judge could never give you custody of the baby. And this is right here. It's here. And just know when you start that up, just like you report Chrisean, other people are going to report y'all too. Don't start a war up. Just co-parent, right? But give me the energy. Will Blueface get custody of Chrisean's baby? Give me the energy around Blueface. And it's hard to say their baby because he hasn't physically done anything. He's just doing a lot of talking, right? But give me the energy around their baby. Will Blueface win custody of Chrisean's baby? And the Six of Cups is a no. The Six of Cups talks about like she will maintain her control over the baby. He's the Emperor reverse. That is an absolute no. He will get no. This is like somebody who's going to try. This is a person who's going to try to use, now that he can't control Chrisean, right? He can't control her money. He can't control her movement. He can't control what she's doing. He's going to use the baby to do it, right? So Chrisean, be smart. What have you done to lose the baby at this point? You had your family in the hospital. Most people do. I was talking to my sister about this the other day. Shit, when I had my daughter, I probably had about a good 10, 20 people holding her in the first few days, right? That's normal, especially when you come from a big family. Your brother, your godmother, your sister, I see maybe a handful of people. I didn't see no 20 people, right? So let's be clear. She made an account for the baby, okay, to secure the name. She put her information on it. I didn't see anything wrong with that. A lot of celebrities make accounts for their children, whether it's sooner than later. People do it. What has she really done? The baby's 20 seconds old. Like, what has she done? So what Chrisean needs to do is stop allowing Blueface to use this to manipulate her, because it's just a manipulation tactic. He has no room. He has nothing to stand on. He's literally the Emperor in reverse. This is why I'm speaking in this way. He is the Emperor in reverse. This means his foundation is not there. His structure is not there. His desire, he's not even being logical. There's so much about him on social media as it relates to him being a bad parent that he could never, he's got 100 more times bad information about him as a parent than you have. You've just become a parent. So if you're online upset and emotional, but he can't do anything to take your baby from you at this point. There's nothing he can do. He's upside down for that. So let's ask, why is she truly emotional? She was saying it's not about the baby, but she looked pretty hurt, right? Why is she so emotional? Why is she letting him use that against her, weaponize that? Give me the energy around Chrisean Rock. Why is she allowing him to say that he's going to take the baby and all this stuff? And this is his third time saying it, right? So he said it one time when he was in a hotel with Jade and Alexis. Then he said it, the baby was 20 seconds old? He said it, and now the baby's one day and 20 seconds old. He's saying it. So this is his third time actually threatening it. So give me the energy around why is Chrisean so emotional about that? And the Six of Pentacles. First of all, she feels like he is capable of doing it, right? Even if he can't win, he's capable of trying to drag her through the mud. This is what she has in her messages here, right? I'm gonna tell you, if you go to court with him, they won't be able to find anything on you to say you're a bad parent. You have the Empress and the High Priestess here, and you in your messages, and you have the Three of Swords. Those all represent positive. Even the Six of Pentacles, that's positive. I would probably keep the baby off the internet for just a little bit until he gets a little bit older, and maybe learn how to manage him with, I know Chrisean is used to playing sports and all that. Maybe manage him with a little bit more finesse, okay? You got to get used to that. But she feels he's capable of trying to do it, right? He has the money. Not that she doesn't have money, but she feels like he's capable of trying to pull her into that situation. She needs to understand is that, guess what, even if he has the money or the resources, you feel he's capable of doing it, you haven't done anything to warrant it, right? Also, too, let me say this, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to keep saying it. All this they putting us through, child, because I feel like I've been through it too. I've been watching. They got the Lovers card together, child. So, I'm going to just say, and they got another pregnancy card together. So, I'm going to just say they putting us through the rigmarole. Child, Chrisean got a High Priestess, the Lovers card, the Moon card, and the Lovers card with Blueface child. So I think we all need to maybe, even though it feels like the craziest situation, and I know his mom said on TMZ that she would probably never get back together, and I do see Chrisean eventually moving on from Blueface and having another relationship. It's gonna be a while. But she's got to run our course with this. And she needs to be careful, because what happens is he's the Knight of Pentacles in her energy, which means he's the father of the next situation in her High Priestess, which is a baby. And then she has another baby here. And the baby card is here. So Chrisean technically with Blueface, even with me, I'm double reading it, but she actually is back with this man. And in her future position, she has another child with this man, child. So I just don't want us to get too wrapped into it and all of that, because these people here, when you're done, and I said this on my Instagram, when people are done, they don't say anything else. There's nothing else to say. I'm not going to make a live about you. You're not going to make a live about me. We're not going to be discussing about it. Blueface made a whole live acting paranoid as hell about Chrisean put something together. At no point did somebody say to him, hey, you do know that you can be induced at any time. And being induced could be a 5-second conversation with your doctor if he feels like something is happening. But at the end of the day, we over here in our feelings about what's happening, but they over here like they could be back together and have a whole nother baby together if they're not careful. Now, this is not set in stone. If Chrisean takes her, protects herself and takes birth control and all this and this, then they could prevent this. But they got baby cards in here. High Priestess, Empress, and they have the Moon card with the Lovers card, right? That's what they have. So, we over here upset about what's going on, but they could very much so be right back into position with each other. So, So anyway, at the end of the day, I feel like he's trying to protect Jaden's feelings with this whole baby situation. It's a little too late to be doing that. I don't feel he's made any effort to actually see the baby. I don't see his messages where he's actually bought a ticket, made a flight arrangement. He's done nothing to actually activate a relationship with the baby. His mom is right. Even though she's annoying, he doesn't want to rock the boat with Jade and Alexis. It's going to have to be rocked at some point. I feel he wants to control her finances in order to be with her. That's not love. That's not unconditional love. That's love with limitations. That's love on the rocks. Lil Baby is not really the problem. Chrisean. He's using Lil Baby as the weapon to form the division, right? That's like your boyfriend arguing with you so he can go out with his homeboys. He's using he's using little baby, right? To for this situation. Everybody, in my opinion, is clout driven. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Everybody's out there getting their little time in on the social media. Everybody, okay? Everybody. I see them back together down the road. You saw that played out straight out down the road. And if they're not careful, they can end up having another baby. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I want to ask. Does the baby have drugs in his system? Give me the energy around the baby. I don't usually do readings on baby, but we're going to do this now. And the Hierophant is here. That is a no. All right? When you look at the Hierophant for health, hold on, let me get my other notes. The Hierophant for health shows good health condition. So I just had to get my health notes. The Hierophant for health shows good health condition. So he can test the baby if he wants to. The baby is in good health condition, sir. Like, right? I know they watch these videos. I can tell by their energy, the action. I read people all the time. Hierophant is the baby's in good health condition. All right? As it relates to that question. All right? Again, the Hierophant represents in tarot, shows good health condition, positive. Baby doesn't have any drugs in his system. Okay? Give that one up. Give it to God. Give it up. Let me see. What should Chrisean be doing in this situation, Spirit? Because I feel like we be on Blueface, but we also need to be on her too. What should she be doing in this situation? Spirit, give me energy around Chrisean Malone, the mother. What should she be doing in this situation with Blueface? Temperance. Death card. Ace of Wands. 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. 7 of Cups. 8 of Swords. Be free from this situation because it's never going to work, right? This is what it's telling you. If you let this relationship go, you will be okay, right? You will be okay. At the end of the day, you will be okay. Blueface is still here. Isn't he Aquarius? He's still here in your energy. But if you back up, you will be okay. Temperance is here. And that temperance is her finding her path, being able to manage her situation. But she has to create some distance. The problem is she still loves Blueface. She still wants to be with Blueface. And Blueface is still here. They're both manipulating us. You know, he wanted to talk about manipulation. They're both doing it. Because they're not being honest. Sorry about that. No. You have the 9 of Pentacles. They're both saying things that they don't mean. And that's why they have the other hand that was before this hand. The 7 of Cups. Everybody's trying to figure out their purpose and their place. But if Chrisean steps back, she'll be okay. She'll be okay. And things will start to settle down. Right? As long as she doesn't give him control of her money, he's going to always have a problem with you. As long as you don't give him control, he's going to always have a problem with you. The only way you will be with Blueface is if you become Jade and Alexis. That's point blank and period. And that's on point blank and period. Anything else that she should be doing? She does have the 8 of Swords in her energy. And the 8 of Swords is saying that eventually in the next 1 to 7 months, 1 to 3 years, I'm just giving it a range, she will start to, of course, have perspective around it. She will start to release herself from it. This is what that talks about. So it's coming. It's just going to take time. She also has her energy. Remember I talked about Chrisean eventually getting married? She still has that in her card. So it's not off the table. Blueface is not her destiny. Blueface is not her partner. Blueface is not her long-term person. She has another person here, as I said in another video, that she's going to actually marry down the road. Now, so to be clear, she still got Blueface in her energy to deal with. If they keep going and connect again, there's a potential for another child. However, they will not last. She has her life partner here in her sun energy. That talks about she will have another relationship that includes marriage and possibly another child. All right? So I'm just clarifying it because sometimes people are like, oh, wait a minute. Like, no. Listen, learn to listen. Okay? So this is what this talks about. A relationship with Blueface has got to run its course. And another thing is, y'all so hard on people, but Y'all have half the people that's been in the comment section judging so much, they be running back and forth to the same fool for 5 years straight. Half y'all done made all kind of mistakes and been all kind of fools for love. But y'all being so hard on Chrisean, she's 22. She is what? Pisces? She's the Queen of Cups. This represents she will be okay. She's going to be a good mother, a devoted mother, and she will have success. Will it be perfect? Nothing is perfect. We'll all make mistakes. But this is why some celebrities don't have their kids on social media all the time, because people are going to always find fault with something that somebody's doing, right? So for Chrisean, what she needs to know is she will take her pathway away from this. She will grow from this. She will be a good mother. She will, she will have some missteps along the way, but ultimately her child will be okay, right? I like the fact that she named. I like the fact that she named her baby Chrisean Jr. because you're gonna always have to say Chrisean whether you like it or not. Will she change Chrisean Malone's name, the baby? Will she change the baby's name, since that seems to be a poor sore spot for Blueface? Will she change the baby's name? And she has no commitments to that, right? That's what that talks about. The name is the name. The Page of Cups represents I have a lack of commitment to that. I'm not about to waste my time doing that. And the Hierophant, his name is his name is his name. This is his name. This is what I've decided. All right? How is Jade and Alexis feeling in all of this? I mean, I know she be laughing on social media, acting like it's not bothering her. I'm like, girl, how is this not bothering you? Like, what's going on? Are you okay? Give me the energy around her. Jade and Alexis, how is this all affecting her? The baby coming. What is the energy around Jaden? And she's in conflict behind it, guys. Whatever would she be? I know a lot of people be hard on Jaden and Alexis, and I think it's because Blueface also, she's allowing herself to be pulled into the confusion with Blueface. I think Jada and Alexis needs to let Blueface deal with Blueface. I mean, like, Blueface deal with Chrisean and stay out of it, because he created that problem. He always want to talk about we and us. No, you did it, right? But of course, they've been added behind it, guys. I feel like she's even threatened him to. I know she be saying, I'm going to stay, but I don't know if it's in her actions, her words. There's something about threatening to. There's a pullback from her. I can see her doing it here, right? But she ultimately is in the relationship with him. But this is her being what? Hurt. This is her feeling conflict. This is them going through issues. Page of Swords. Like, and Jaden also too, you're being manipulated. He's not telling you the truth about everything. But she sees it and she still goes with it. So then that makes me feel like you're part of the problem too. And even in that Page of Pentacles, he'll try to tell Jaden he's deceptive. Like, when you see that Page of Pentacles and that Page of Swords, that's a person who's manipulating her too. So she's also being manipulated. He's telling her a bunch of stuff, right? He tries to paint the picture like this is all for a check, this is all for TV, let's see, we got to do this because then we're gonna go do that, and we trying to put some music out, and we're gonna go viral. He trying to make her feel like it's a part of the plan, but at the end of the day, he's also lying to her, right? Will she try to stay in a relationship and continue to move forward with him? Yes. Will they have problems and bumps to the road? Yes. Do they have trouble coming soon? Yes. Period. Now, Blueface, he watches the comments, right? He listens to the videos. Blueface is in y'all's chats. So let me shout out a few people that I do pay attention to. Of course, Hot Chocolate Tea, what's up, girl? They be on your ass, girl. Like, what's up? Hot Chocolate Tea must be giving it to him, okay? Period, point blank. So Hot Chocolate Tea, make sure y'all follow her because she be on the butts. Step and Farag, what's up? I watched you through, actually my sister actually has a page, and she's the one that told me about y'all. Step and Farag be on top of them too, but just know he be in y'all's chats. Just know that, right? Because he has in his messages the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is gossip. So basically, when y'all start talking about certain things or how he's about to move or what's about to happen, he's going to go opposite of y'all. So he's listening to your chats. He's in your comment sections. He's paying attention to y'all. They both are. So just know, like, you guys, when you guys are saying what Chrisean may do or how Chrisean may move or what's about to happen. He's literally listening and watching. He's probably got y'all on alert where he gets, when you go live, he's in the live chat jail on his burner page, on his Finsta. So just know y'all are literally kind of not intentionally, but y'all are like, he's strategically moving based on how what you're saying and what the energy is. So for example, if y'all start saying stuff, for example, he hasn't posted Jaden in a while. He's gonna start posting Jaden, right? Or he looked like he was unhappy. He's gonna start getting real happy online. Oh, that's just examples of what I'm talking about. So is the way y'all are writing. I know y'all do a lot of, I'm not gonna say this, I'm not gonna say that, but y'all say enough to where he's following it. He's inside of the Chrisean Rocks fandom, listening to everything, because this is also how he's tracking Chrisean through y'all, the fandom, right? He's tracking him through the fandom, and he's on multiple pages. All right. So the main pages, whether it's Stepping for Rock, I consider that a main page because she has a lot of, she's really, what do you call it? She has a real buy-in to Chrisean. I love the pages that actually stand on what they say. I hate pages that's doing all that flip-flop stuff. But, because I feel like they're playing both sides of the fence. But he's in your pages and he's listening and he's adjusting based on what you said, right? So, for example, when somebody was making threats about, he thought somebody was making threats about Jade and Alexis, he heard that through the chat, all right? Or he read that through the chat. So just know he's on y'all's pages. He's following it closely. He's on the pages just like everybody else, okay? Ultimately, this is the end of the road. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. You would think that Blueface has been going through so much downward spiral that he would start shaping up. He's not. His career downturn. Even though Jaden Alexis has had some success with that music, it's all because of his relationship with Chrisean. If they took Chrisean out of the equation, they would be struggling to be on social media, online, doing anything. They need Chrisean in order to grow Jaden's career, in order to be in the blogs, in order to, his mama needs Chrisean. His brother's talking about Chrisean. The only one that's not talking about Chrisean on a daily basis is his actual sister. This one person is actually feeding all of y'all through social media, whether you believe it or not. And now that the baby's here, I guess y'all have an excuse to use the baby to do the same thing. Just know he's not making any effort to see the baby. He has made no effort to see the baby. So when I see people in the comment section saying he's right about what? You just imagine your baby daddy has made no effort to actually see you. See the child, but he's threatening you he's threatening you, right? At the end of the day, it's got to be more than talk. It's got to be about doing. First of all, go see your child face to face to see if he is in good health. How does he look in person? That baby looks so healthy. So go and see how the baby's doing. Go see the baby. Go hold the baby. You looking at the baby like we looking at the baby. You the daddy, right? So at the end of the day, we need to stop, with all the he's right stuff when he hasn't even made the effort, the time, nor the energy. Nobody can make you stay away from your child, right? No one can make you stay away. If you wanted to, I have had men who have moved from DC to New Orleans to be with me. I've had men that could come on my job to confront me. I've had men that came to my house. You hear me? When somebody want to do something, they're going to make it happen. Believe that. Nobody could just tell you, you can't come to the hospital. A hospital is a free public place, child. And anybody can come to the hospital and say, hello, yes, I'm here to see my child. But come on now. This man, in his messages, he has made no effort and no energy. Does he even care about the child? He said, we love the child more than you. Does Blueface even love the child? Oh, the baby. Give me the energy around Blueface. He sees the baby as an inconvenience. That's what I'm saying. Y'all defending him, but he's not. Give me the energy around Blueface. Does he actually love this child? 9 of Swords, a burden. 8 of Wands, a come up, right? Using a baby. 9 of Pentacles, making some money. Does he actually love the baby? Page of Wands, getting to know the baby down the road. Empress, right? Every time he have a problem, he going to be one of them people. Every time he have a problem with Chrisean, he going to be having a problem dealing with the baby. Just know that. The nine, if the page of wands is him seeing the baby, and this is page is 9, 10, 11. This shows up, he'll be seeing the baby in 1 to 11 weeks. It could be sooner, but it shows 1 to 11 weeks. All right. But he's disconnected from the baby. If somebody's built in their mind the baby wasn't theirs, then they built in their mind they didn't want the baby, and then the baby finally get here and you haven't built that bond. Look at this. 4 of Cups is a person who's disconnected, right? Disconnected, dissatisfied, weary, vexed. It's an inconvenience for him. So, will he get to know the baby? Yes. Will he grow to love the baby? Yes. But is he with that baby like he with Javon or even Journey? No. All right. So y'all need to stop defending bad behavior. Even Chrisean, stay off the internet, right? Stay off the internet. Heal properly and stop letting somebody manipulate you, thinking they can take your baby when they can't take your baby from you, girl. He can't take your baby. One of your older sisters will get the baby before he get the baby. How about that? What's her name? Tessa. I like her. She'll get the baby before Blueface. He's dysfunctional. He's toxic. Come on. All right? So stop feeding into that. Stand up. Peace out. Blessings. This is Chris, Blue Nola Tarot. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. Put your comments in the comment section. Please, 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 please. This video went a little longer. And if I were Chrisean, I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't let my baby with none of them people. I mean, they all just fiending for clout. I mean, they're all just sitting there just like a bunch of crackheads for clout. Like, it's crazy. I wouldn't let Carlissa see him. I would be telling Carlissa she's not allowed to use him. Because I went on Carlissa's page one day, the day she had the baby or the day after. She had actually put on her page, by the way, and y'all Chrisean blogs need to be capturing that when y'all see that. She had actually put on one of her posts something about if she had a picture of the baby. I guess she was responding to somebody in her DMs about the baby. But she had something on there like subscribe to Satox or make sure you drop a comment if you're subscribed to Satox. So in the middle of that pitch, in the middle of her posting that, she was putting something about her show on top of that baby's picture. So if I were Chrisean, just like she said, if the baby's mothers don't want me to use them, I wouldn't. I would be very clear with Carlissa and say, do not use my child's picture, because she actually did that on day, I think for the first or second day I happened to see it. Anyway, if I were Chrisean, I would probably back up from this man. I would lawyer up and I would put some things into place to protect myself and the baby. She was smart, guys, to go to Baltimore. She was smart to not put him on the birth certificate. She was smart to not include him. I mean, not fully include him, even though she was secretly wanting him to come, right? She was leaving the door open for him to come. She did the right thing by moving the way she did, because it's going to protect her. The baby's not under him at all. Like, I know he took the DNA test, but he would have to really fight her out for the baby. So it was smart of her to actually go in that direction, because she gave herself some protections with the baby. Peace and blessings. Drop your comments in the comment section. I'm out. Bye. Take care. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you care. You can always hit me up if you have questions or concerns, or if you want to speak to me at BlueNolaTarot.com. Have a great day. Bye-bye.